Hey, what's going on, guys? My name is Joe. Welcome back for another episode. I believe we're in like episode 24 of the Town Hall 8 Let's Play, I believe. Yeah, this account is almost done, guys. I was hoping for some major climatic way to go out of Town Hall 8, but I mean, we're done with mortars. We've gotten all the gold mines finished, and we are finishing up on the final things in the elixir collectors and the bomb tower. That is it. We are done. We got some things going on in the laboratory, and it's been a few days. I know, I got it, guys. This week has been a straight up wash for me. Like, we posted the video last week, and then I realized that Germany was like next week for me. Like, it's literally in like a week from now. So I was like, oh man, I got a bunch of stuff I need to do. Like, as much as I would love to post every single day, and that is literally all I do every single day, that would be amazing. I mean, if it was like just Clash of Clans, it would be great. But I got, you know, college classes that I'm taking as well. So it's like I got midterms this week. I got assignments I got to do. I got to make a commercial for Spanish class. That's going to be interesting. Thankfully, I have some video editing, you know, skills. So that's going to be a fun project to do. But that's due on Saturday. I just got a bunch of stuff I got to do this week. And then also, we made a major purchase this week for my next YouTube venture. I wasn't really sure if you guys would be interested in that, but yeah. So we got the update. The update just came out a few hours ago. So we got the Royal Ghost now. We're going to do a few attacks in this video and show you, you know, possibility on how you could use it from the Town Hall 8's perspective. And then we're going to do like a mass spam attack and see how bad they are, really. But yeah. And then you also got some new quality of life stuff that's actually really, really cool visuals and additions added to the game. You know, the global chat should be gone by now. Let's check that before I say that. Yeah, global chat is now gone. And enough of that. Let's go ahead and get into our question of the day. So since we are coming up on Town Hall 9 here very, very soon, like within the next week or so, it actually could be sooner than that, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to play like that. We got one from Big Bucky 7 here. Question of the day: what is the most annoying part about getting a new Town Hall level? The most annoying part is starting all over, meaning that you complete everything and max everything out as a Town Hall 8. Let's use Town Hall 8 for an example. And going to Town Hall 9, you got to start basically from scratch. You got to upgrade your laboratory again. You got to do all of your collectors again. And you're just going around the horn. It's like, it gets so repetitive, especially as many times as I played. I got like so many accounts, 6 years as a veteran player. And once you've done it once, it's really difficult to do it again unless you really, really, really love the game and you want a second or third or fourth or maybe ninth account. Yeah, that's where we're at. So yeah, I mean, that's probably one of the most annoying parts about doing, you know, a new Town Hall level is starting all over again, and that's just how I feel about it. What about you guys? What do you guys feel? And if you have your question of your own, hashtag question of the day down in the comments below. Okay, so what did we get in the update? So one of the major things that I really like about this quality of life update is the fact that the loot cart is no longer on the base. It can no longer inhibit your base. It has its own little spot over here on the grass next to the trader. So they added this little section to add this spot for the loot cart. That is one of the, for me, that's huge because it's so annoying when you try to switch your base or change your base layout and you have that loot cart laying there with full of dark elixir and you have nowhere to collect it and put it, and that's just amazing to be added. Then you also will notice that we have some different things added to the game. Now, you know that global chat is now gone, so they had to add something or implement a system for recruiting, and so you have this option to basically add labels. And most of you probably already know all this by now, so I'm going to go ahead and select mine. There's different options for each different player. You need to make sure that these line up for yourself and your certain play style. I know that I'm a veteran player. I can't even try to act amateur even if I wanted to. Somebody dimed me out in the video last week where I was trying to be a smarty pants, and they said that my smarty pants attack looked better than some of their own attacks. So it's just repetition. I guess people ask me how I'm able to do the things that I do, and it's mainly because I've played so long that it's really just second nature and I don't even think about it anymore, and it's really even difficult to explain. But again, so you have three different options for three different labels. I like Clan War, and then I also am a bit of a teacher, so I'm going to go ahead and add that as well, and I can always change these later on. So I'm going to save that for now, but then that also applies to the clan, and the clan that you're searching for needs to be pretty close or similar to what you're searching for. And you'll notice here in PDX Reloaded, we have our icon icons already set. We like to do clan wars, we like our clan games, and then we also tend to be a little talkative. A lot of the players in PDX Reloaded tend to be quite talkative. But then you're also going to notice that there's another tab underneath it that adds more information. The Clan War League is now moved, and the war wins and war win streak, and who the clan leader is. Oh, that's pretty neat. Some of these things I'm not even fully aware of because I looked at it on the developer build, but I didn't really get too invested in it. But that's actually kind of neat that it shows who the actual clan leader is, and the war frequency. Now, we did change it once we went to level 5 to twice a week. That's what we're doing over here in PDX Reloaded because a lot of us are extremely busy, and a lot of the guys and gals in this clan are students, and they have classes and stuff that they have to worry about. So I mean, but that's actually a really neat feature. And they also have this new tab here, Find Clanmates, and you can basically look through this list. Now you'll notice that a lot of these players have not set these icons yet, so they haven't labeled themselves yet. So that's kind of important to pay attention to. And then they also have this filtering system up top where you can search for certain players that have these icons selected. So I mean, that's actually really cool. And as we hit search, we're going to see if there's anybody that actually populates. It's not really fast, so it's going to be probably a little bit of time invested there, probably a few weeks for giving people time to add their icons and label themselves, and then it might start working properly, but we'll see how that works out in the upcoming future. So back on the main profile page, there's also a few buttons added there, or a new button in the clan invites. And so maybe some of you out there don't necessarily have to deal with this as much, but I get clan invites all the time from players and viewers that want me to come to their clan. I'm not exactly positive why. It would be nice if there's like some messaging system there that says I have a really good attack that I want you to look at, or something of that nature. But unfortunately, I just get clan invites, and it's like, why would I want to leave my clan to join your clan? I don't know. It's just one of those things. But you do have the option to turn that off, and so I can switch that to turn off the option for people to invite me to their clans. That's actually a really cool feature. But then again, if you are a player searching for a clan, you might want to leave that on, so that way you do get invited to maybe a stronger clan or a clan that your friends are in or something of that nature. It's actually a really cool feature to be added. And then you'll also notice that all the troop icons are different now, or they've been relocated. And then you also have this big option for the heroes. Now you can actually see the three-dimensional icon for the hero option, and if I had the skeleton barbarian skin, it would populate as that skin. It doesn't have to be just this king. It's whatever skin you have active is what populates here. So that's a really cool feature added to the game. And then there's just other things that have been added, in the sense that you'll see all these clans underneath the clans that are searching for players. They have their labels already up, and they've got, it's a really cool feature. It's just a matter of you guys exploring it, and I'm actually quite interested to hear some feedback from you on how you feel about it. It's just going to take some time, guys. It's going to take a few weeks for everybody to kind of add some labels and start finding clans. And it's just eliminating that global chat feature that was really, over time, became quite toxic for some players, that they just didn't feel comfortable being there. And yeah, we're not even going to get into global chat, other than bye-bye to global chat. It is no longer there. All right, so enough of that. We're going to back out of that chat, or out of those options. And then somebody did ask me about this feature within my clan. If you go into your more settings down here at the bottom, there is a new button saying support a creator. So if you're not aware, there is a creator site for Supercell now, and it's still in beta phase, or it's still in the works. I'm a part of it. There's many other content creators that are a part of it. We have, sort of a certain written thing with Supercell, but they do have this option for support a creator, and we do have a code that you can enter here. And so basically, like, every time you buy gems, we get like a tiny little percentage of it or something like that. I'm not really sure how that's going to work out exactly, and I haven't gotten approved for my code, but I'm not even really sure if I'm going to do this or not. It's not that big of a deal to me. But yeah, you do have the option to support your favorite content creator here on YouTube or Twitch, or a website creator, excuse me for that, a website creator. But it's actually a really cool feature for you to like do some form of support through the game. It's actually really neat. And then there's other things that were added to Legends League, and I'm sure there's some stuff that I'm missing along the way, but let's go ahead and get into attack. I think I've talked enough about the update, and let's go take a look at what we can do with the Royal Ghost. Okay, so I'm currently farming right now, and I'm trying to fill my storages up prior to going to Town Hall 9. If you're a new player and you've never done this before, and you are a Town Hall 8 trying to go to Town Hall 9 for the first time, it is a good rule of thumb to full or maximize the amount of loot you have before going to the next town hall level. It really applies to every town hall level for that matter. But the Royal Ghost is actually really cool. You can use him as a bit of a funneler. So he has 12-second time frame from the moment that he's dropped before any defense actually engages him. So he's invisible, so to speak. He is a ghost. He's a temporary troop for the Halloween update. And it's about 12 seconds. He'll go in and attack things, and then he gets targeted by the defenses. So we can do that again and try to get that gold storage. He does pass through walls. That's actually really neat. And he's just a really cool troop. I really like this troop, and thankfully it's not any longer than 12 seconds because I can see that being quite dangerous. But what I mean by funneling is we can use him here on the outer perimeters to destroy buildings. That way our Valkyries don't run on us, or our P.E.K.K.A.s if we're using that. Let's go ahead and drop those and let them work for a second. And then we're going to allow them to take these buildings out, and we're going to drop our giants on the bomb towers. So let's go ahead and do that. So I'm going to farm on this attack, and then I'm going to follow it up with a little bit of a spam attack. We're going to see what the Royal Ghost can actually do. So let's go ahead and open up this main center compartment for our Valks. And we do have giants on the map. So let's get the king down right there and add a wizard. And let's go ahead and send the Valks in to take care of that queen, because that queen's going to start picking off our giants here momentarily. And let's go ahead and place the heal spell in the core. So there we go. We got our heal spell down, and I think our troops are going to make it to the core. Thankfully, the Expos are dead on this base. This base is clearly abandoned and not something to be bragging about. But the Royal Ghost, that is an option on how you can use it, by using it to take out buildings around the base. I'm going to go ahead and use my goblins over here to pull some more gold, and I think we're going to pull away with a lot of gold on this base. I think the king is down. Let's go ahead and use his ability, and let's grab the gold from over here. Let's go ahead and drop our archers there. We got 2 stars, so I'm not really too concerned about the win. Let's go ahead and get rid of the wall breakers here, drop that final goblin, and we've gotten most of the gold off this base. So let's go ahead and get out of here, and we're going to go ahead and cook about, I think it's like 25 Royal Ghosts, and see exactly what a spam attack. Yeah, we got 25. So let me get clan castle troops, and we'll be right back. All right, so I just got my troops, and then I realized when I came over here to train my next army, here's another option. See, I didn't study very much for this update at all. I'm studying, you know how it is, guys. You know how it is. But so they did add more options. So you have up to 6 armies that you can house and store and save now. That is phenomenal, and thankfully, it is not at the cost of gems like it is for the additional bases. That's really cool. We can definitely save some more armies now. I probably won't fill it until I go to Town Hall 9. Not that big of a deal down here, Town Hall 8. If you really know how Town Hall 8 goes, there's only like a few armies that are really, really good, like for pushing or farming or clan war. It's really up to you guys, but that's actually really neat that they added that. So let's go try out a mass Royal Ghost attack. Let's see what we can find here. Oh my goodness, look at all the loot on that one. That's very nice.
Larry! What'd I just say, Larry?
Okay, so let's go ahead and hit a Town Hall 8 with 25 Royal Ghosts. I keep finding Town Hall 9s, but I really wanted to do this against a Town Hall 8 because it could be kind of fun. You never know. All right, so let's go ahead and do a little bit of funneling, and we're just going to take this base head on. So let's go ahead and drop a Royal Ghost over here to start working. Let's drop a few over here to start working. And let's do some funneling, just like we would do with dragons. If you were doing a mass dragon attack, you're going to try to do some funneling and clear out some multiple buildings prior to sending the bulk of them into the base. So it looks like we got this one down here did really well against the Archer Tower and almost took it out. So let's go ahead and take the Archer Tower out and allow that to work up towards that cannon. And then it looks like we lost the bulk of them down here in the bottom, or over on the far left side of your screen. So let's go ahead and spam these 20 and see what we can do. I don't know how this is going to work. It's probably going to be an epic fail, but nonetheless, let's just try it anyways and see what happens. Let's drop that king over here to try to keep these guys going throughout the base. Looks like we got 2 rage spells for some reason. I'm not really sure why I cooked that, but you just never know. So we got Royal Ghost going all throughout the base. Can we heal these guys? Because I'm not even sure. Oh, they just died. So, oh my God, this is horrible. No. King's ability, and looks like we have lost all of our Royal Ghosts. So clearly we cannot spam them. That's not the best idea. So let's go ahead and see if we can get the Valks to go into the base and at least take down the Town Hall and rebound a little bit. But I definitely wanted to try that out because I wasn't really sure. I haven't tried it. I had the option to do it a few weeks ago when I saw this troop added into the game, but or in the developer build, but I don't know. I just wasn't, really there, just didn't have time. I just didn't have time. Got the Town Hall, but we definitely learned that we cannot spam this troop troop and clear out an entire base. That's a good thing. So let me go take a look at the notes real quick and see if we identified everything that came in this update real quick. All right, so based on that assessment, we know that we cannot spam the Royal Ghost, and he's really good funneler. If you don't understand what that means, it's just basically dropping one out to clear a few buildings, setting up for the rest of your army. That's what that means. So anyways, we're going to take a look at the patch notes real quick, and we're going to wrap this video up. So I'm going to look at the shop. This is really pretty, man. We got some really new really clean visuals going on right here. I got to make sure that I don't collect one of these by accident, but it's really pretty. It's awesome. I like the new visual effects going on there. It's really nice. Looks like we have some more clan medals. Ooh, let me spell and spin that. Yeah, there we go. That's what I'm talking about. 3 more research potions. I like that. All right, so quickly, again, patch notes. So we got the patch notes. There is some events going on right now, so make sure you check those. So we already talked about the clan finder. We're aware of that already. And then we also talked about the Royal Ghost. That's actually really neat. I like him. He's actually really cool. And then you also got the quick train slots. So there is season challenge UI improvements. So it's basically easier to navigate apparently. It does look pretty clean. So the challenges have been changed a little bit. You got everything kind of set off to the left side of the screen now, and that looks really clean, and it doesn't really look like a whole lot of changes there. So that's about what that means. So they did add some new season challenges. So basically X amount of battles with Y amount of troops of a certain type. That's really cool to add a little bit more diversity into the challenges for those of you that are doing both either the gold pass or the silver pass. It really doesn't matter. And then well-seasoned achievements. So we do have a new achievement. Let's go ahead and see what that looks like because I haven't seen that yet. So well-seasoned achievement. Let's see if we can find that. Should be down here at the bottom. And it looks like you earn 5,000 points. Oh my goodness. All right. So we're going to get more options for free gems. That's awesome. So good to see that. And then also with the clan games, there was an addition to the clan game. So basically they got a task revive. So have you ever had that moment where you select a task and then you run out of time, you forget about it? I do that all the time where I've forgotten tasks and I like go back and I'm like, no. Well, apparently you can use gems now to revive that task if you really enjoyed that task and you really wanted to do it. So that's kind of neat. And then also if someone scores max points, you'll be able to choose an additional reward. That is actually really sweet because there's a lot of people in this clan that grind. So this really gives you a little bit of an incentive to complete clan games, unlike some players where they go in and do like one challenge and then the rest of the clan is grinding. So you get an option for an additional reward. That's actually really cool. And then there's a whole long list of quality of life items. So nothing major game changing in the game. That's a mouthful to say. But it's a lot of stuff that people have been asking for a really long time. So hopefully you guys got a really good generalized idea on this update. It's actually really cool. And I'm actually kind of excited to see what comes out in the December time frame if they're going to do that massive update that they keep talking about. But that's going to wrap us up for today, guys. If you enjoyed the content, smash that like button, subscribe if you haven't done so already, and we'll see you in the next one, guys. Take care.